from the second part of 7th canto, wherein the duties of 4 varnas and 4 ashramas are described. The first chapter, that was 11th chapter, it briefly presented the duties of 4 ashramas, 4 varnas, Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, especially Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya. For their spiritual progress, they need to follow 3 things. Every day, they need to perform yajna or worship deity. Every day, they should read Vedic literatures, and every day, they should give charities. These 3 are meant for spiritual progress. For Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, who are considered to be Dvija, twice born. And then, for maintaining their life, for Brahmanas, 3 things are mentioned. They are teaching the Vedic literature, teaching Shastra, accepting charities, and performing deity worship or performing yajna for others as a priest, so that he will get some remuneration or some whatever we can say. So they will maintain themselves. For a Kshatriya, the principal maintenance is while protecting the people, they can collect taxes from them. From the taxes, they can maintain themselves. If that is not possible, then since they have learnt Vedas, they can teach Vedas. Learned how to perform yajna, how to perform deity worship. They can do deity worship, they can do yajna for their survival. But they should never ever take charities. And for Vaishyas, normally they should do agriculture, cow protection, and business, etc. Otherwise, since they have also learned how to perform yajna, how to perform deity worship, they can do yajna, they can perform deity worship, and also they can teach shastra, from which they can get something and they can maintain themselves, and they should not take charities for them also. So now, for Shudras, they should serve the upper 3 classes. By serving, their maintenance is taken care, and being under the protection of Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, their spiritual progress is also automatically taken care. Both are taken care, maintenance and spiritual progress. And also, the wife of Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya should follow their husbands in all respects, should help them in the execution of their devotional services, their other and always dress nicely, be pleased, and serve happily, and follow all the vratas followed by the husband. So in that way, these are the duties of women. In emergency, all these 4 people can do the duties of the other order. The common duty everyone can do is from agriculture. Everyone can do agriculture. There is no problem. So they can do some other duties also. But Kshatriya should never ever take the charity, begging from, should never ever beg from others. At the same time, a Brahmana, a Kshatriya, and a Vaishya should never become a servant of a Shudra, even in emergency also. So these are some of the duties of Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, the 4 Varnas that are mentioned in the previous chapter. In the next chapter, there is a mention of the duties of 4 ashramas. First 16 verses talks about the duties of Brahmachari. A Brahmachari should stay in Gurukula and serve everything as instructed by Guru for the happiness of Guru. When Guru says eat, when Guru says don't eat, don't eat. Early in the morning and late in the evening, offer obeisance to Guru, Agni, and Lord Vishnu. And now do not associate with women more than required, as much as required. And if Guru's wife is young, never ever stay close with her. And never ever take from the is young.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Mataji.
We cannot hear your voice. In between, it just trails off and then catches on again.
I think internet issue, Mataji. Some internet issue is there,
Okay.
but it will become settled after some time. So during the daytime, it is some issue is there. As night, it becomes night. It becomes.
Okay.
Hare Krishna. Now you are able to hear me. Is my voice better than previous before?
Yes, yes, Prabhuji, very clear now.
Thank you. So then the brahmachari should strictly follow the instructions of Guru and focus on studying the Vedas and other whatever is supposed to learn in relation to study of the Vedas and in relation to his future duties. So everything one has to learn from the Guru, especially the children of Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya children. So according to the rules and regulations mentioned above, one who is twice born, namely a Brahmana, Kshatriya, or Vaishya, should reside in Gurukula and study and learn all the Vedic literatures along with their supplements and the Upanishads according to his ability and power to study. See, all three are qualified to read all the Vedic literatures, but there is no enforcement that everyone should study. They should study as far as their abilities allow. It is not a forced thing that everyone should study everything. No. They have option to study everything, but according to their ability, according to their interest, they will study. For example, the Brahmana boys, they'll study everything. Kshatriya boys, they may study moderately and they spend remaining time practicing the archery and other martial arts. And Vaishya children, they learn little bit and remaining time they learn agriculture. They spend more time in agriculture, cow protection, and other trade kind of things, etc., etc. So they learn Vedic literatures also. They learn how to perform yajna. They learn how to perform deity worship. They also learn how to perform their family duties. Kshatriya, Brahmana duties, and Vaishya duties. All these things they have learned. They learn. But in relation to study of the Vedas, all three of them have the opportunity to study whatever they want, but they will study only according to their ability. They are not forced that they should read everyone should read everything. No. According to his means, the student should reward the Guru with what he desires. So after the studies are over, before departing, the student should ask, "My dear Guru, what Guru Dakshina you want from me?" So accordingly, based on the ability of the disciple should reward the Guru, matlab offer the Guru Dakshina. And then, taking permission from the Guru, the disciple should leave and accept one of the ashramas. After once the education is over, they should accept one of the three ashramas. Either go home and get married and become grahastha, or stay in the forest only, remain as Vanaprastha, and or take sannyasa if one is qualified, or remain as a Naistika Brahmachari, remain as a student under the shelter of Guru for the rest of eternity, for the entire life. So like that. So four options are there. So it is up to
Hare
the
Krishna, Prabhuji.
yes, Mataji.
Prabhuji, you mentioned Vanaprastha.
Hmm.
So, while there are brahmacharis, they can be vanaprasthas.
Yeah. See, here Vanaprastha means he can start another Gurukul and stay in the one only.
Okay, okay, that way. Yes, I got it. Means not go back home, instead keep continuing in Gurukul only. Something like that. Hare Krishna. Hari Bol.
Yes, Mataji. Hare
That
Krishna.
would mean Hare Krishna, yes.
Yes, ma'am.
So it means you just continue to stay in the Gurukul.
No, no. If you stay in the Gurukul, you are known as Naishtika Brahmachari. Vanaprastha means you go somewhere else and you stay yourself.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then, how they should continue their life? They should see the Supreme Lord along with all the living entities under his shelter in fire, in the Guru, in oneself, and in all living entities. So basically, after their studies are over, after they come back, they should continue to see the Supreme Lord in everything they see. When a person comes to home, for example, if they become grosas or if they become anything, Vanaprastha or Sannyasi, whichever they may become, throughout their life, they should be able to see the Supreme Lord in everyone. Because we say Atit Devo Bhava, so there is Paramatma in the heart of everyone. Because they have learned this concept in the Gurukul, they should follow this concept for the rest of entire life. And they should do fire sacrifice every day without fail. Because they have learned it how to do it, so they should continue to do. And they should see the Guru also everywhere. Because whatever they have learned from Guru, they should be grateful to Guru. So in that way, so basically, everything they do, they should be grateful for the Lord, for the Guru, for what they have given us. So in that way. So basically, one should see the Supreme Lord along with all the Jivas who are under Lord's shelter in the fire, in the Guru, in oneself, and in all living entities. So everywhere one should see the Supreme Lord, who is the source of all living entities. So that rest of the life, their purpose of life is to serve the Supreme Lord. And when they are seeing Supreme Lord in everyone, and they serve everyone, they serve Guru, they serve fire, seeing the Supreme Lord in that fire, and they serve each and every living entity, seeing the Supreme Lord in them, whether it may be human beings or other animals. So in that way, they will never ever harm anybody. That is understanding. So by practicing in this way, whether one is a brahmachari, grasta, vanaprastha, or sannyasi, such a person attains the realization of Supreme Brahman. One who learns to see the Supreme Lord in everything and in everyone obviously becomes self-realized. Vidya Vinaya Sampanne Brahmane Gavi Astini Sunicheva Spakecha Pandita Samadarshina. Yo Pashyati Mam Sarvatra Sarvancha Mai Pashyati. So when one comes to that platform, when one is able to see the Supreme Lord in everything and everyone, one is already self-realized. So that is what happens. This is what one learns in the Gurukul. If they follow this for the entire life, they will attain perfection. They will become Jivan Mukta. So in that way, whatever is being performed or being done in the Gurukul as a brahmachari, the same thing can be continued in any ashram, whether one may be in Grahastha, Vanaprastha, Sannyas, anywhere, the same kind of rigid discipline can be followed. Such a disciplined person will easily understand the presence of Supreme Lord in everything and everyone, and by seeing the Supreme Lord in everything and everyone, will attain realization very soon. So this is the understanding of this section. So the proper training entails proper discipline, which entails perception of the Supreme Lord in everything, which entails self-realization. So these are all like dependent on each other. So after talking about the duties of a brahmachari, then Sukadeva Goswami talks about the duties of Vanaprastha. The rest of the chapter is all talking about Vanaprastha. The next chapter there is a discussion about Sannyasi, 13th chapter. And 14th and 15th chapters talks about Grahastha. So in that way. So brahmachari is a disciplined person and Vanaprastha is austere person. Very austere lifestyle they should follow. Let us see. Vanaprasthasya vakshami
Vanaprasthasya vakshami
niyaman munisammatan
niyamanumuni sammatan
yan astaya munirgachet
yan asthaya munirgache
Rishi lokam puhanjasa.
Rishi lokam muhanjasa. Translation by Shri Prabhupada ki jai. O king, I shall now describe the qualifications for a Vanaprastha. One who has retired from family life by rigidly following the rules and regulations for the Vanaprastha. One can easily be elevated to the upper planetary system known as Maharloka.
Yeah, here at the very beginning only the benediction is given. The result of following Vanaprastha order very strictly is given. So now I want you to remember kindly in the first 10 chapters by discussing about Prahlad Maharaj, how a to pure devotee behaves has been explained, has been indicated. And then in the 11th chapter, first few verses talks about the 30 items that a sadhaka, a Mishra Bhakta supposed to follow. The 9 angas of bhakti, Shravanam, Kirtanam, etc. and other 21 angas of day-to-day activities which can help, which are conducive for the practice of bhakti. And then all other activities are like similar to the Prahlad Maharaj. So in that way, there was not much discussion about sadhaka bhaktas. And from there on, now we are discussing the Varnashrama followers. Those who follow the Varnashrama duties very rigidly. And generally, according to Shastra, the Varnashrama duty followers are generally known as Karma Yogis, Jnana Yogis, and Ashtanga Yogis. In the Brahmachari ashram, they learn all these things. When they come home, as they get married, whether one may be a Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, all these three category people, when they are married, when they are living in the household, when they are performing their household activities and also practicing spiritual practices, they are called as Nishka Karma Yogis. In that Karma Yogi, there are two sections, Nishkama Karma Yogi, Sakama Karmi. Sakama Karmi is performing all the prescribed Varnashrama duties as a Grihastha with the intention to go to Swarga. But we are not interested in that Varnas Sakama Karmi. Because Sukadeva Goswami told, Parikshit Maharaj told, please tell me those Varnashrama duties which will take one to highest perfection, transcendence. That means they are supposed to attain liberation. So for attaining liberation, what kind of duties supposed to be followed by these people in the different Varnas, different ashramas? That is indicated now. So since 11th chapter, whatever we are talking, this those who are practicing these varnashrama duties are desiring to attain liberation, either Sahajya Mukti or Salokya Sarishti Muktis. It is it is up to them. But from technically definition point of view, in the Brahmachari ashram, they are learning everything. They don't have any tagline that you are karmi, jnani, yogi like that. But as soon as they enter into Grihastha ashram, they are known as Nishkama Karma Yogis. As long as they are in the Grihastha ashram, they are definitely called as Nishkama Karma Yogis. After the Grihastha ashram responsibilities are over, then they take to Vanaprastha order. Some may enter into Vanaprastha immediately after Brahmachari ashram, but majority of people, 99% people will enter into Vanaprastha order after completing their Grihastha order. So in the Grihastha order, they have performed Nishkama Karma Yoga. Now, having given up the Grihastha order, entered into Vanaprastha order, now they will no more perform Nishkama Karma Yoga. Instead, they will continue to perform now full-fledged Jnana Yoga. Whatever is being done by a Vanaprasthi is called as Jnana Yoga. Maybe in order to give up the body at the end of the life, they may take shelter of Ashtanga Yoga, raising prana from Mooladhara Chakra up to Ajna Chakra. They may give up their body. That is a different thing. But in general, majority of their life in the Vanaprastha order, they will follow Jnana Yoga. So Jnana Yoga has two sections. One is Tapasya, other one is Swadhyaya. So they have to follow strict Tapasya. We will see now next verse onwards, the strict Tapasya will be mentioned. And Swadhyaya is they should analyze the Shastras which they have studied in the Brahmachari ashram. In the Grihastha ashram, they might not have got lot of time to analyze Shastra. They were performing their household duties, they were also doing deity worship or performance of yajna, they were giving charities, all these things they were doing. But they did not have much time to analyze Shastra. Now they will sit and analyze. And slowly, they have to withdraw their conception from the bodily platform and they should come to the Brahman platform, that Atma platform. That is the main purpose. In order to withdraw from bodily platform, they perform so many austerities, so much tapasya. That tapasya will help to withdraw from the bodily platform. Normally in home, if we are there, we have to worry about breakfast, lunch, dinner, and nice bedding, nice home, AC, especially in the summer. So we have to worry about all these bodily requirements. Nice vehicle to travel, all these things. But in the Vanaprastha order, it is completely opposite. One has to negate the bodily demands, bodily requirements. If body demands in the winter time, if body demands sweater and other things, a Vanaprasthi is supposed to be without clothes, only with coping. He should expose the body to winter. In the rainy season, we might want to stay inside the home. Otherwise, if you go out, you want to put a raincoat. Instead, they have to expose themselves to rain. In the hot summer, we might want to have a AC in the closed rooms. But in the hot summer, one should be exposed to sun without clothes. So in that way, whatever bodily comforts we may provide in the Grihastha ashram, everything should be done in the opposite order in the Vanaprastha order. Vanaprastha order is meant for strict tapasya. We will see what kind of tapasya they have to do in the next verse onwards. So this is called as Jnana Yoga. Jnana means analyzing the Shastra as well as undertaking lot of intense austerities for a Vanaprasthi. And the same thing will be done sannyasi also. Similar things will be done sannyasi also. And these sannyasi, these Vanaprasthis are traditional Varnashrama Vanaprastha, Varnashrama sannyasis, not Bhakti Yoga practitioners. In the Bhakti Yoga practice, what Vanaprastha they will do, what sannyasa they will do, they can follow the similar kind of Vanaprastha sannyasa also. It is up to them. Or they can spend their entire life in propagating the teachings of Lord Krishna. That is there. Instead of getting into so many austerities, they can take up the austerity of preaching, as our Acharya has done. Because preaching is also a big austerity. Selflessly preaching, not preaching for the sake of getting name, fame, followers, disciples, and all. Selfless preaching is also intense tapasya. That can be done by the bhakti practitioner. But others, the traditional Varna practitioners, whom we call as Nishkama Karma Yogi when they are in Grihastha order, when they enter into Vanaprastha or Sannyasa, we call them as Jnana Yogis. And eventually, when they want to leave their body, they practice Ashtanga Yoga, then we call them as Ashtanga Yogis, who are aspiring to attain Sahajya Mukti primarily and also Salokya and Sarishti Muktis secondarily. We are studying about them. But for a devotee, if you want, he can follow all these things. If not, at least the conceptually one should be of the same mentality and engage full time in preaching the glories of Supreme Lord selflessly. That is called Vanaprastha or Sannyasa ashram for devotees. So now, this person, whether immediately after Brahmachari ashram or after Grihastha ashram, entered into Vanaprastha,
if they practice all the Vanaprastha duties as recommended by the great sages and all the Vedic literatures, they will be promoted to Maharloka. Okay? Just
Hare
by
Krishna.
practicing one second.
Yeah.
Just by practicing the Vanaprastha duties as they are prescribed in the Vedic literatures, they are promoted to Maharloka. But if they practice Vanaprastha duties with a desire to attain liberation, then they will attain liberation also. Without desire, they will attain Maharloka. With desire, they will attain liberation. Just like a Nishkama Karma Yogi, if they practice their Grasa Dharma systematically without any selfish intention, selfish motives, they are awarded entry into Swarga. They will be given Swarga. If they want, they can go to Swarga. But if they're giving up entry into Swarga and take up to Vanaprastha and perform austerities with the intention to attain liberation, they will attain liberation. That means normal understanding is, if you follow particular rules and regulations of a particular ashram, you are entitled to get a particular result. But by giving up that result, you enter into higher order and take up more severe austere life with the intention to attain liberation. That person definitely attain liberation. That means, in order to attain the higher result, one has to forego the lower result. Now, for a Grahastha, the result is Swarga. They have to forego that in order to attain liberation. Similarly, for a Vanaprastha, the result is Maharloka. They have to forego that in order to attain liberation. This is the understanding. Yes, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Prabhuji, there are 2-3 doubts. Like this Vanaprasthis and Sannyasis, they are not supposed to do deity worship. Prabhuji.
No, we don't know right now. Let us see what Bhagavatam is going to say. Whether they are supposed to do or not, we'll see.
Okay. And Prabhuji, like, what is the exact difference between Vanaprasthi and Sannyasi? Because they both appear to do the same thing, like means only maybe
Okay, one simple difference is Sannyasi will have a Sannyasi robes, saffron robes and danda. Vanaprastha does not have that. Vanaprastha is still in white only. But he lives in the forest.
But that means only difference is that ritual of taking official sannyasa and having danda and saffron robe. That is the only difference.
That itself is a difference. Let us see. Even I also don't know completely because I have not read the next chapter completely. As we read through, we'll understand how both of them are different. If there is any such kind of mention is there. At least from ritual point of view, this is one thing. But from day-to-day activities, there may be some difference. How they have to conduct themselves, how they have to behave themselves. Because I will let you know by the end of this chapter, we'll come to know one thing.
Okay.
A sannyasi should behave as if he is materially dead. Are you getting the point? A sannyasi internally understand and behave externally as if he is dead. But a Vanaprastha is not like that. Vanaprastha is performing all these austerities, will be performing all these austerities in order to become civil dead.
In order to become
that conceptually dead.
Dead in terms of the relationship with the world.
See, currently we are alive means, yeah, we want to have a family, we want to have a friends, relatives, we want to mix with everyone from the worldly point of view. Yes.
Yeah.
When you are civil dead, you don't interact with any worldly person on the worldly platform.
Okay. Means, for example, like how brahmacharis currently in ISKCON, they deal with the other grihasthashramis or anyone. Means there is no attachment involved. Only from the point of view of connecting them to the Lord, they are interacting with them. So that kind of a relationship you are.
Because mostly we have seen only devotee sannyasis. We have not seen so many jnani sannyasis.
Yeah.
So we don't know how they have to conduct, how they have to live their life and all. We'll get to see. And that too, what were the rules mentioned in the Bhagavatam are the rules according to 5,000 years old back. And today, based on the practical scenario, we may not be able to see people following all these rules and regulations very strictly. Because now situations are different.
Yeah, and it means ISKCON perspective, like what Prabhupada gave us, is also different. Like means it is not the austerities based on the physical austerities basically, because
See,
it's
for
basically
ISKCON people, whether one may be Brahmachari, Grihastha, Vanaprastha or Sannyasi, the highest austerity is to preach selflessly. That is the only austerity is given to us by our acharyas. If you do that, we are following the austerity.
Yeah, because I was confused, Prabhuji, like when we read about Prithu Maharaj and when he took he took Vanaprastha, that time means although he was a king, such a big king, but then he left all those ties, and then actually he was practicing Ashtanga Yoga and things like that. Now how he left the body was also step by step, the means all the steps of Ashtanga Yoga. And things like that. So that is why, like, I was confused regarding this. And one more thing, Prabhuji, is like this is a long-standing question I have. Sorry, I may be wrong in
Krishna?
understanding. Hare Krishna, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah. So this is a long-standing question, Prabhuji. Like, means so many austerities have been mentioned here. Now, like, means we are talking about general, not ISKCON people. So, means being exposed to sun and in the cold water and in the cold days, not wearing warm clothes and all those things. So, like, what scriptures exactly are expecting? Because sometimes we may see that, means at least Kali Yuga people bodies, they will wither off with such kind of austerity. So, and
No,
they won't be able to concentrate.
whatever it is, by hearing all these things, we should understand that getting liberation is so tough. That at
Is
least
what?
that much we should understand that it is not that easy to get liberation. For a general Varnashrama duty person, a Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, whoever it is, a Grihastha, Vanaprastha, Sannyasi, they have to follow such a rigid lifestyle with lot of rules and regulations in order just to attain Sahajya Mukti. Then what to speak of attaining Salokya, Sarishti, Samipya, Sarupya, they are much tougher and much higher than Sahajya Mukti, technically speaking. And we are trying to follow a very easy path.
Yeah. Actually,
So
devotion path is very easy.
one may say, Prabhupada said with this that theme that maybe that all that is only just to inspire us, somehow or other follow it. That does not mean that we need to take it for granted. Just see the lifestyle of Goswamis. What was the lifestyle of Goswamis?
They were following all these things. Now, what we are discussing, means staying up,
Almost
almost,
following.
yeah.
Not exactly as it is, but directly or indirectly somewhat similar.
That Kopina Kantha Pito and staying under the tree like that.
That all handles some all things only. But in any case, they have spent their full time in devotional activities.
Yeah.
It may be writing, or it may be discussing, or it may be teaching, it may be worshipping the deity,
Yeah.
it may be guiding people, etc. So in that way, and for themselves, they have led a simplest possible life.
Yeah, even the food
That,
point of view also, they were very
ah,
simple, like
ah,
Sanatana Swami and all.
yes. So it is like that. The same thing we are going to see now in the Vanaprastha order. What kind of lifestyle they have to follow, we'll see now. We have not gone through. I mean, you are already asking questions. We'll have to see, then we understand. Yeah, yes, Mataji.
Prabhuji, Prabhupada has given us bhakti, Ananya Bhakti, isn't it? ISKCON preaches Ananya Bhakti.
Ananya Bhakti matlab Prajavasi jaisa. We should become
Means
like
not
Prajavasis.
contaminated with jnana and karma. Anyabhilashita
Yes.
Shulya.
Yes.
He's given us the best.
But we should also make ourselves become qualified to practice that best also. So that means I mean to say that currently he has given us the best, but are we qualified to practice that best form of bhakti? For that we need to train ourselves to become qualified so that we can practice that best form of bhakti. That is our austerity. Making all endeavor to become qualified for practicing, that is our austerity.
Actually, I think it is the easiest of all the others to practice.
Yeah, one way it is the easiest, but it is easiest for those who are completely surrendered. For those who are
Yes.
not yet completely surrendered, it is very difficult.
Yes. Thank you.
Because Lord Krishna demands the highest surrender and highest humility, which is very difficult. Because we still have anchorings for the name, fame, respect, comfort. These are all we are not able to give them up yet. For Goswamis who are Lord's eternal associates, they have followed so much rigid lifestyle, and we don't know who we are. For the time being, we can assume that we are no one. Then how much more austerities we should be following? So like that we should see. Hare Krishna. So I will create fear only for the next next all the 3 chapters. Just to we have to create fear. We cannot be what we can say glorifying ourselves, or we cannot be exactly. I'm not getting that word. We should not pamper ourselves, and we should not be boasting ourselves that we are the best, and we are following the best, but in a simplest way, like that, not like that. We are not doing many things we should do. These people are told to do many things, and that does not mean that we shouldn't. We were not told to do. We were also expected to do all those things. So how much to follow? It is up to us. Hare Krishna. We'll go ahead. Somebody else has anything to ask? Hare Krishna. Anyone
Hare
else have any
Krishna,
question?
Prabhuji, the last point you mentioned now, that if they don't desire, means suppose somebody is eligible after performing certain austerities, somebody is eligible for Maharloka, said to say. So they will go to Maharloka. But if they desire that they want liberation, then only they will get liberation. So means that means little confusion is there, Prabhuji, that if somebody is eligible.
Wait. See, for example, a person completed undergraduation. He will get a degree. He will get a job.
Yeah.
But if he gives up that job and enters into post graduation, he will get a better degree and better job.
Yes.
He will give up that job and completes PhD. He will get a better degree and best job.
Yeah.
So when one follows Grihastha ashram properly, the result is Swargaloka. The degree and job placement is in Swargaloka. But they give up and enter into Vanaprastha order and perform severe austerities. The result is
Maharloka.
Maharloka. But they give up and enter into sannyas ashram with a desire to attain liberation. Then they'll attain liberation.
Okay, means they have to perform certain kind of a thing to get higher thing, right? Like that.
Ah, yes. It is not complete. That's why I said, na, Vanaprastha order, see, Grahastha ashrama is a training to become desireless, material desireless, in living in the midst of all the comforts. You have become desireless, but you have been living in the midst of comforts. Now you have to make yourself how to live free of comforts. That is Vanaprastha order. You train yourself in such a way you can live even without comforts. And it should come to the point that you should no identify with the body. Your identity with the body should become zero by the end of the Vanaprastha order. Then with that zero identity, enter into sannyas ashram and do the rules and follow the rules and regulations of sannyas ashram. Then you will attain.
Sayajam.
This is what I understood by reading this chapter and few verses of the next chapter.
And
We will see.
Prabhuji, because we are discussing Prabhuji, so following Varnashrama properly, what one can get highest achievement is only the Sayuja Mukti, or they can still go for the higher Muktis as well.
No, they can still go. They can attain Salokya, Sarishti. I said, na, all these three. Salokya,
Okay.
Sarishti, Sayuja, these three they can get. That too as per their desire. If they are doing all these things, keeping in the mind, I want to go to Vaikuntha and attend Salokya or Sarishti, they will get that.
Okay, understood. Thank you so much.
What they want to attain, they should keep in mind and do the sadhana accordingly.
Okay, yes, please.
Hmm.
And how
Thank
we
you.
apply this to our scenario, Prabhuji, like when we are in ISKCON, suppose
See,
the same
externally we may
thing.
not be able to practice, but at least have the same mentality in the mind. Though you may be staying in the home, don't be attached to homely appliances. Don't be attached to homely comforts. Lead a simple, austere, just like a person how he is living in the forest, live in the home.
Okay, so the detachment should increase more. Miss all the comforts.
See, one who is in the forest, he may not have the opportunity to preach. But we are staying in the home so that we can preach. The purpose of staying in the home is not to stay in the home comfortably. The purpose of staying in the Vanaprastha or sannyas order.
Yes, sir. Yes. Thank you so much. Yes.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Mataji.
Prabhuji, when you mentioned these different muktis, Salokya, Sarshti, and the third one, you didn't mention the Samipya. So the Samipya is meant for devotees or bhakti yogis or what?
Samipya and Sarupya is for those who wish to serve the Lord directly in person, being in his next proximity. Generally, these Vanaprastha followers, those who follow Nishkama Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga, Ashtanga Yoga, they do not have that understanding of serving the Lord in person directly.
Okay.
So they just want to be peaceful at far distant. You want to serve, you serve. But we want to stay away and be peaceful.
Yes. Samipya and
They encourage
Sarupya
others who want to serve.
Okay. So those who are in Aishwarya Bhav, so they get the Samipya and Sarupya. Those who want to
Yes.
serve. Okay.
The Mishra Bhaktas, those who want to serve the Lord, even also Ananya Bhaktas, those who want to serve the Lord, they get Samipya, Sarupya, and with the mentality of service to the Lord. And those who don't want to serve the Lord but want to be in the Vaikuntha, they get Salokya and Sarishti. It is not that they don't want to serve, but they want to serve the Lord indirectly, not directly. They may facilitate for the service of the Lord, but they may not be personally involved in that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Correct. So we'll move on. Let us see what Vanaprastha is supposed to do. Na krishtapacchamashniyad.
Na krushtapacchamashriyad.
Akrishtam chapi akalataha.
Akrushtam chapi akalatah.
Agnipakvam atamam va.
Agnipakvam athamam va.
Arkapakvam utaharet.
Arkapakvam utaharet. A person in Vanaprastha life should not eat grains grown by tilling of the fields. He should also not eat grains that have grown without tilling of the field, but are not fully ripe. Nor should a Vanaprastha eat grains cooked in fire. Indeed, he should eat only fruit ripened by the sunshine. Hare Krishna, we can't hear you, Prabhu.
Yes, Mataji. I will not, that internet issue are there. See, now first of all, a grahastha for his survival, either he does agriculture or he gets in charity the grains that are grown by someone who is doing agriculture or other ways. So basically, the agriculture is the principal occupation for the maintenance of everyone in the Grihastha ashram, directly or indirectly. Whether one may be doing directly agriculture or somebody else is doing and they are bartering each other. They get. But first thing in Vanaprastha duty is a person in Vanaprastha life should not eat grains grown by tilling the field. First of all, neither he should till the field and grow the grains, nor he should accept the grains being tilled by somebody else. This is Vanaprastha order. That means he should not accept the grains produced by farming. Then what will he accept? He should also not eat grains that have grown without tilling of the field. Somebody may say, no problem. Even without tilling in the forest, so many grains are growing. You can take that. That also one should not take the grains. Because even the grains like rice, wheat, dal, we may get them by agriculture. But at the home we cook. We get the raw grains and we cook at the home. So, but Vanaprasthi neither do agriculture, do which are produced by agriculture, nor not even take the grains which are produced on their own in the forest, even without tilling. Grains means raw grains. Then what they should eat? They should only eat. And then nor should he eat grains cooked by fire. He should not cook. He should not anything that is cooked. Indeed, he should eat only food ripened by the sunshine. That means he should not eat any raw grains that needs to be cooked. Instead, he should only eat some fruits or some roots which are completely ripened by sunlight in the forest, not cultivated by a farmer. Please imagine if we were told to do this for 1 week, can we do by being in Mumbai? Even for 1 day? We should not go to any sabji market and purchase any sabji or any supermarket and purchase any food grains, because they are all produce of agriculture. And fruits also nowadays, mango. One may say mangoes we can take. No. Most of the mangoes are grown through gardening. People are making mango gardens and all. No, none of the mangoes are coming from forest. Okay, you may say, okay, I'll go to forest. I'll go to Pune and I'll go to forest and get some mangoes. And that mangoes also One should only take it when they are ripened, and one should not pluck from the tree. When the mangoes are fall from the tree on their own, then only one should accept them. This is the first thing for the Vanaprastha. Just imagine how austere it will be.
प्रभुजी with this तो ऐसे lifespan reduce हो जाएगा because there is no food, no nourishment for the body. Like.
The purpose is that only, na. One want to go attain liberation, then why one want to stay here in this world? आपको liberation आना है तो आपको इधर क्यों comfortable life जीने का?
Comfortable नहीं, but at least body maintain तो करना चाहिए. I mean, this is a slow suicide kind of a thing, na Prabhuji. Like.
रुको अभी suicide बोलने की जरूरत नहीं. This is the fast process of going back to Godhead.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, just one question. Is it being followed in today's lifestyle,
No.
even if it is
Difficult.
Vanaprastha?
Today we can't. Today no one can follow like this. Difficult. There are no forests to live only. What to speak of? Who is living in the Himalayas and all nowadays?
So how do we understand this? If it is not being followed, we are not then following what Shastra is saying.
See, Mataji, at least this being followed in the Satya Yuga, Treta Yuga, Dwapara Yuga. Shastra can't be changed for Kali Yuga people. If somebody want to attain Sahajya Mukti, this is the process. We should not ask the question whether somebody is following or not. We should ask the question, is somebody following the sadhana to attain Sahajya Mukti? All these are details of the sadhana. But if somebody is interested in attaining Sahajya Mukti, they are interested, they have to follow this. There is no other escape.
Okay, thank you.
That means, see, to be frank, I said no one is following, that is also wrong, because we have not seen the entire world completely. There could be some people following in the Himalayas here and there in the seclusion and all. We cannot deny somebody following all these things. There could be some exceptional people might be following all these things. We cannot completely nullify. Just because we are in ISKCON and we are supreme thing, we should not think like that. There could be, but that will be minority of the minority, not so many.
Yes, Prabhuji, because the Shastras are applicable for all the yugas. Now, like we can't say that we cannot apply this in the Kali Yuga. And we do see like some of the
yoga process. Whether somebody want to follow or not follow is up to them. The process cannot be changed.
Yeah, I know what I meant is, Prabhuji, like there are still some people who have the eligibility to follow this kind of things. Like there are some yogis now who only by drinking milk, and we hear such things. So they are able to maintain their body only on those things. So like that.
Yes,
We feel
what
it
to
is
speak of
beyond
them?
our imagination. Yeah.
Even in Mumbai, so many Jains, they follow 40 days fasting just on water.
Yeah.
We can't even do one day and Nirjala Ekadashi. It's all training. How we have to train our mind. If we train our mind, the body will cooperate.
True.
And we are not training our mind, then how body will cooperate?
Our minds rejects only, means I'm talking about myself, that I just can't do this. That means rejection only is there. So how can the way out should not, means mind just doesn't try to find the way.
So, but anyway, let us see what Shastra is telling. Akalata means unripe. That basically they should not cook anything and they should not eat anything that is cooked by fire. That means they can only eat ripened roots and fruits which fell from the trees. They should not even pluck also. So now a grahastha need to provide everything that is required for the bodily maintenance. A Vanaprastha slowly detached from the bodily maintenance. मिलेगा तो देने का, नहीं मिलेगा तो फास्टिंग करने का. अभी देने वाला चीज भी बहुत कम चीज है, ऐसा नहीं जो मिले वो देने का. Nowadays, recently last January, I've been to Hyderabad. Nowadays, these D-marts have become so popular. The whole D-mart, the only aim is that they present everything in front of your eyes and they induce that you need me the most, you need me the most, take me, take me, take me. A person goes to purchase one or two items in D-mart and the exhibits are so attractive, so attractive. You come out with two heavy bags in both the hands. That is what the Kali Yuga is. Though we may not need right now, but the D-Mart, the showcasing will tell that, hey, today you may not need, but tomorrow you will need definitely. Please take me, take me. That is the thing. That is what it is. But Vanaprastha order, it is training ourselves in the opposite way. Not providing anything that is required to the body. Give the minimumest possible. The lowest of the lowest is possible, just to maintain the body for a few more days. For that also so many conditions. If one has to attain liberation, one need to follow this rigid lifestyle. Otherwise, giving up that bodily identity is very difficult. And we may think that, oh, we are chanting Hare Krishna mantra for us, not all these things are not required. हम तो Hare Krishna बोलते बोलते रसगुल्ला खाते खाते हम जाएंगे गोलोक वृंदावन. We think like that, but it may not be that easy. That is only such kind of statements are mentioned just to encourage. Since we are all new devotees, no problem, kalo. Next tak kalo, koi problem nahi. Abhi kalo. But ultimately, to become detached from this body, from the home, from this world, that is compulsory. If one want to go to spiritual world, one has to become detached from all these things. Whether one has to do in this forceful way or one has to do voluntarily, it's up to a person. In bhakti path, the result is the path is one becomes so attached to Krishna, one forgets the bodily needs. Here, because that Krishna's attraction is not there, so one has to detach oneself from the body in a rigid training way. That is the difference. The Goswamis are so attracted to Krishna and they forgot their daily necessities. Raghunath Das Goswami would only, somebody has to come and remind him that, oh Maharaj, आपने 3 दिन से कुछ खाया नहीं, थोड़ा सा खा लो, थोड़ा छाछ पी लो, थोड़ा दूध पी लो. Somebody has to come and remind them. Otherwise, they are not interested in eating and drinking anything. That kind of absorption they had. A devotee also should have that kind of absorption.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Mataji.
Prabhuji, people like Raghunath Das Goswami and other Goswamis who perform so many austerities, it's even for them at stage their bodies become spiritualized, isn't it?
Of course. The Goswamis in one sense, they are already spiritual
That
personalities.
is
They are
why
associates
they
of Lord
can
Krishna
withstand
only.
so much of austerity.
No, it is not like that. They are actually showing us what we are supposed to do in order to go there. For them, it is not required. But in order to teach us, somebody should show us, na? They are showing us what to do. It is not that they are doing for themselves. If we want to attain like them, if we want to become like them in the spiritual world, we need to follow like them. They are a teacher. They have come here and showing that
I was just
example.
wondering,
Hmm.
the ability to talk those austerities also, it is because their bodies are becoming spiritualized.
No. The ability comes based on one's absorption. Why this Vanaprasthi person can do all these things? If this person is so much, what we can say, overpowered with the desire to attain liberation, then he will be able to do all these things without difficulty.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
One can forego any other thing if one is haunted by the desire to go to spiritual world. We need to be haunted by that desire. Otherwise, we are haunted by so many other material desires. Currently, we are already.
Yes, Prabhuji.
So, like in the case of Prahlad Maravi here, na, Krishna Graha Gruhitatma is haunted by Krishna Graha.
Yes.
So currently, we are haunted by Maya Graha.
Yes.
So, that is our situation. We want
Yes.
respect, we want name, fame, comfort, luxury, and everything. That is Maya Graha. They are all symptoms of Maya Graha. The symptom of Krishna Graha is
Yes.
nothing. Shravanam, Kirtanam, Smaranam. That's all. Nothing. Na kana, na pina, na sona. Na, I don't want anything else. Just let me absorb in Shravanam, Kirtanam, Smaranam. Like Goswamis.
Yes. Thank you very much.
Prabhuji, but in one way, like staying in ISKCON, practicing detachment is more difficult now, because there are within ISKCON also there are a lot of opportunities to gratify the senses, and to keep the consciousness always at that level that this has been honored by Krishna, and that is why this is the Mahaprasad I am getting. So to remain always in that consciousness and honor Prasad, it is very difficult. Not always
See,
one
in
can
the
do.
initial days, to become attracted to bhakti, all these allowances are given. That does
Yeah.
not mean that till the last breath we should be doing the same thing.
No, but Prabhuji, like in a temple also where festivals are there, so many things are prepared. So naturally we get that prasad only. No, it's not that we can.
That's what we should honor prasad. We should not engulf prasad.
Yeah,
We
that's
should
what I'm
honor
saying.
prasad just to maintain the body and soul together. I mean, now you are a doctor. Tell us how much food we need, how much food intake we need to maintain 24 hours our body and soul to stay together.
You mean in
That much
grams?
only we should accept once in 24 hours.
Yeah. They say actually that you should eat when you feel hungry, not because just the time to eat. Yeah, true, Prabhuji. Like, otherwise, only by eating two times or one time, also, some people I have seen that in ISKCON also there are certain senior devotees, they eat only once, and rest of the time just fruits and things like that they manage with.
Because we are still in the bodily platform, that's why we eat more. When we rise from the bodily platform, the bodily demands will become less. Then our focus will be on the higher thing will become more. Currently, our focus is on the body, so we always look for bodily comforts and attending to bodily demands.
Very true, because Prabhuji, like for cooking also, if we have to try some new item or something like so many ISKCON channels are also available now, means cooking channels. So like many times I feel that how many times I have this true desire that for Jagannath Ji I want to make something different, or it is just means somewhere subconsciously subtle way our desires are only forcing us to try to try new dishes or something like that. So that's what I'm saying. It's very difficult to maintain the consciousness at that level amidst all
See,
the.
that does not mean that one should not cook. The same point I'm telling that it is not that we should not do. Cooking is part of Archana. In order to perform Archana, one should cook.
Yes.
But when it comes to accepting Mahaprasad, one should honor Mahaprasad. take limited quantity that which is required to sustain oneself as one progresses further and further.
Yeah.
So this is a psychological thing, this is not a physical thing. Mentally, we should train ourselves in such a way. So it is not that. So if one eats too little, one becomes sick also. We cannot be artificially follow this. We should
And then
accept
service also
the
cannot be
minimum.
prepared. Because many times it happens, Prabhuji, like certain senior devotees or sannyasis, they say that Ekadashi also means actually it should not be done by taking Ekadashi Prasad, the cooked Ekadashi Prasad. Like one should try to do it with the fruits and like that only. So means I tried sometimes, but then so much weakness it creates that it your working capacity reduces. So then definitely it
Because
affects
see,
service.
wait, before that, see, please, we cannot artificially impose things on the body. The body should be trained from the very childhood. The mind should be trained from the very childhood. Since we have not trained and we are not training now, it becomes difficult. And even if you do something, we cannot do it at one go full-fledged austerity. No, that is not possible. It should happen gradually, step by step, step by step, step by step.
True, Prabhuji.
Ah.
Thank you.
But again, the second thing, why we are doing also important. That's why I said, na, for a person in the traditional Varna system, they need to do because they don't have anything else. They only want to attain liberation and they go. This is an individual process. They don't need anybody else's help and they don't have to help others also. Whatever help they could do, they will do in the Gurukula only. In the Gurukula, they are trained what to do, and now they are doing on their own. They are independent. No one needs them, and they don't need anybody. There is no issue. But in the case of devotees, it's not like that. In the case of devotees, they need others, others need them. They need to help others, and they need the help of others. Tadati, pratikirnati, griya makyati, pruchati, bhungte, bhojayate. All these things are there. So for that, so one need to maintain the minimum courtesy. One should accept everything, but as minimum as possible, as the life progresses.
Yes, Prabhuji. I mean, right consciousness.
That should be the understanding. Because
Very
since
true.
we are not going to the forest, we are not following this Vanaprastha does. Stay home, but behave like a Vanaprastha in the forest.
Yes, Prabhuji. Yes. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Not artificially, but organically. If we follow artificially, we may follow 1 week. Afterwards, we come back to original square. So in that way. Okay, let us go. The first person, the Vanaprastha should not eat grains grown by agriculture, and he should not collect unripened grains which are grown on their own instead, and he should not cook and eat. Instead, he should accept those food that is ripened naturally, that is ripened by sunlight, and that is fell from the tree. We should not pluck from the tree also, whether it may be fruits or it may be grains. No cooking is allowed for a Vanaprasthi, first of all. Hare Krishna. Not allowed means you should not even accept somebody else's who give cooked food. That is also not allowed. अभी वानप्रस्थ मतलब वन में है, कोई भिक्षा देने वाला भी है ही नहीं, अपने आप के बारे में जीना पड़ेगा, तो अपना जीवन अपने लिए, so like that. वन्यै चारु पुरोदासान्
वन्ययश्चरुप्रोतसान्
निर्वपेत् कालचोदितान्
निर्वपेत् कालचोदितान्
लब्धे नवे नवेन्नाद्ये
लप्ते नवे नवे अन्नते
पुराणं च परित्यजेत्.
पुराणं च Praritkacheya.
Mataji, please read the translation.
A Vanaprastha should prepare cakes to be offered in sacrifice from fruits and grains grown naturally in the forest. When he obtains some new grains, he should give up his old stock of grains.
Yeah. Vanaprastha should offer some rotis and charu from what is grown at that time in the forest. No, here rotis means not the cooked rotis. So whatever grains one may get which are fell from that, whatever fruits, so make them some like the rotis or something like that, make them some way, like whatever way they could do, and then offer them to Yajna Purush, offer them to Lord, and then accept. When they obtain some new grains, they should discard the old stock of grains. So you have collected some 4 fruits today, out of which 2 you ate, and 2 fruits are remaining with you. And tomorrow you somehow you got another 2 more fruits. So you keep the new fruits and discard the old fruits. But in the gross side, it is not like that. We cannot say that. Okay, घर में 5 kilo rice already है, but today I went to stock market. I mean not market, and I purchased some 10 kg rice. After coming home, oh, I had to throw the previous 2 kg. Not like that. In the gross order, you can keep stock. But in the Vanaprastha, you should not keep stock. What is required for that day, that much only you keep. Beyond that, one should not keep anything. If something is there, as soon as you get the new lot, discard that. Discard the old one. Don't eat the old one today and keep the today's thing for tomorrow. That is not allowed. He should offer cakes made up of white rice, wild rice, or other items from the forest provided at that time. See, first of all, he should not cook. So what kind of rotis they make, I don't know. But it is said if they have some wild grains which are there in the forest, so something we have to do and make them like a roti and then offer to the Lord and accept. How they do and all details are not mentioned, but that is mentioned. Next. Agniyartame. Hare Krishna.
That means whatever is those rotis made for yajna, they can be cooked, and when offered to the Lord, that can be
No,
taken.
whether it is there is no mention of cooking, na? Where the cooked thing is there?
So
They should not cook only.
Roti, how it will be prepared?
Raw roti.
Oh,
No
just
baking.
like okay, okay.
The grains you make them like a roti, raw roti, and then offer and accept.
And what is wild rice, Prabhuji? Means just out of
Wild
curiosity.
rice means the rice paddy grows on its own in the forest without tilling the land.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
See, in the previous verse we already said. So you need to follow from the previous verse. They are interdependent. You cannot discard that.
Yeah. Thank you.
Agniyartameva sharanam.
Agnyartham eva sharanam.
Utajam vadrikandaram.
Utajam vadrikandaram.
Shrayeta hima vayagni.
Shrayet himavaya agni.
Varshar kapta shat swayam.
Varshar tapashat swayam. A Vanaprastha should prepare a thatched cottage or take shelter of a cave in a mountain, only to keep the sacred fire. But he should personally practice enduring snowfall, wind, fire, rain, and the shining of the sun.
So Vanaprastha should not cook, but he should be performing yajna every day. So if he has a gufa, perform yajna every day inside the gufa. If he has no gufa, construct a thatched house. In that, the fire sacrifice should go on every day. Not for his living comfortably, but for the yajna should go on. For that only the thatched house. So it is like that. A Vanaprastha should prepare a thatched house, thatched cottage, or take shelter in a cave, in a mountain, only to keep the sacred fire, while enduring snowfall, wind, fire, rain, and the heat of the sun. That means he should stay outside. The sacred fire should be going on inside. He should be openly enduring the snowfall, wind, fire, rain, and heat of the sun whenever they are there. No warm clothing, no winter clothing, no rain clothing, no summer clothing. All the time only one no clothing. So that is the kind of austerity. Because in the Grihastha order, one need to do all the endeavor to protect one's body from all these natural difficulties. In the Vanaprastha order, one voluntarily exposed to all the natural difficulties. That is tapasya one should do in the Vanaprastha order. So in the Grihastha order, if rain is coming, we enter into home. In the Vanaprastha order, if rain is coming, come out of the cave and stand in the rain. If it is snowfall, we enter into the home and we put fire. In the Vanaprastha order, come out of the gufa where fire is there, where that sacrificial fire is there. So like that. Voluntarily inducing upon austerities. Even
Prabhuji,
the
these
heart.
are all Ashtanga Yoga thing, na Prabhu?
Huh?
These austerities are the part of Ashtanga Yogis, no? Like Ashtanga Yoga, they do
No,
all
as
these
of now, Ashtanga Yoga हुआ नहीं. As of now, Ashtanga Yoga means sitting at one place. Not move. These people are keep moving here and there. No? This is part of Jnana Yoga. They are not sitting at one place. Sitting or standing at one place.
Okay,
When you
because
come
they
to the
also stand in the cold season, they stand in the river water, and in summer they will burn fire around and sit in the between that.
There also it is there and here also it is there. As of now, we have not gone to Ashtanga Yoga. Ashtanga Yoga means it becomes more severe austerities.
Oh, it is more severe.
Here at least what is coming on its own. या अपने fire नहीं रख रहे.
Okay, induce नहीं कर रहे कुछ, whatever is natural.
Naturally आ रहे उसको कर रहे.
Okay, yeah.
Tolerating snow, wind, fire, rain, sunshine, he should take shelter of a cave. Otherwise, when it is time for performing yajna, that time enter cave and perform yajna. Then come back again, come out again. So like that. In order to attain Sahajya Mukti only one need to do this much. Then what to speak of entering into Vaikuntha and becoming the associate of Sri Krishna? Kesharo manakas mashru.
Kesharom nakhas maso
Malani jatulo dadat.
malani jatalo dadhat
Kamandalu ajine danda.
kamantalo ajane danda
Valkalagni parichadan.
palka Ni Parijada. Translation. The Vanaprastha should wear matted locks of hair on his head and let his body hair, nails, and mustaches grow. He should not cleanse his body of dirt. He should keep a water pot, deer skin, and rod. Wear the bark of a tree as a covering and use garments colored like fire.
A Vanaprastha should wear matted locks of hair on his head. No need to take head bath. No need to apply oil. No need to comb. Instead, so make it a matted locks of hair. Like in the Ramayana we see na, when Rama and Lakshmana were entering into fire, they made their hair as a matted locks. They apply one kind of liquid. The entire hair becomes like a simple rope, hard rope. It will remain like that only. It does not need any bathing. It does not need any oiling. It does not need any combing. It will look like a tree branch. So like that. So like that, Vanaprastha should lead his life in relation to air. And his body hair, nails, and mustache should remain unclean. That means they should not shave the beard, mustache, and all, and head. They should not shave. The hair should be there as it is. He should keep what all he can possess. He can have a water pot, kamandalu. He can have deer skin, ajine, and he can have rod, like in the movies, in the dramas we see, like Vishwamitra carries danda and kamandalu, Vishwamitra, Vasishta and all, like that. A water pot, a deerkin, rod, and the bark of a tree as clothing. The tree bark. Deer skin is to sit, and this is like asan. We have kusha grass mat, they have deer skin mat. And tree bark is like dhoti. Anyway, kurta is not there, kaupin and dhoti only. And sacrificial utensils. Those utensils which are required for performing yajna. That much only. Maybe one couple of spoons, that's all. So I'm not sure, because in the home, I mean in the grosthas people, when they perform yajna, they apply ghee. They put ghee continuously. But these Vanaprastha people, they're in the forest. How will they get ghee? So that means, I mean, I was thinking that they will not pour ghee. What they do, they put fire and they put wood only. The only thing would they have, they may chant mantras and they may think that they are offering ghee and other oblations. Otherwise, they don't have any physical ingredients. Instead, they only have to chant mantras and offer them mentally. So that much utensils only they have. They don't need to have all the different variety of utensils in order to perform them, because anyway they don't have any ingredients. The bare minimum ingredients they will have is basically wood they have. Maybe some wild rice and a few other things may be there that they can offer. So that many utensils they may have, not more than that. So like that.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Ah.
Very sorry, but means there are so many things which are difficult to understand, like not cleaning the nails and not cleaning the body, and they should keep the dirt on the means let the dirt remain on the body. So
No, it's not about, see, it's not about not cleaning the sense, not shaving, but they should take bath, na? It's not that they should take bath in the Ganga and all, wherever their river is there, they may take bath. But
then
after that, all the decorations are there, na? They are not there. Applying hair to the body, applying powder to the face, all those things are not there.
yeah, that is understood, Prabhuji, but here it mentions that he should not cleanse his body of dirt. So what it means, Prabhuji?
Don't apply and come back.
No, we couldn't hear you, Prabhuji. We lost your voice.
Do not apply any soap and all. Without the use of any soap, just take dip in the water and come back.
Okay. So don't take extra effort to clean the body like that.
Just like when we go to holy places like Ganga and Yamuna and all, we take bath and come back. We don't apply soap. We are not supposed to apply soap and all holy places.
And
In the
about
home,
the nails, they are not supposed to cut the nails, Prabhuji, or how
they should not cut the hair, nails and all. They should not cut.
then it
If they are
will keep
growing, allow them
growing
to
so
grow.
much, Prabhuji.
That's what you have to endure inconvenience. We are cutting and we are keeping ourselves clean so that we look good. But here Vanaprastha means they should keep growing. Just like we see, if you go to Varanasi and all, we see so many sadhus having the long hair. But since the time they accepted this path, they did not cut the hair. It is growing long, 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 long.
हेयर का तो समझ सकते हैं प्रभु जी, बट नेल्स का तो मीन्स खाना पीना भी मुश्किल हो जाएगा ना. हाउ
खाने का कुछ है ही नहीं ना, क्या खाएंगे? कुछ फ्रूट्स खाने का, और शाम में रखे खाएंगे. कितना खाएंगे दिन में? एक दो फ्रूट.
नहीं, अभी forget about eating. The fire sacrifice, whatever they are doing, for that also the hand should be free.
See,
so much
there is one thing. There is one thing. Anyway, when the nails grow bigger, even though you don't cut, they may fall off. When they are becoming bigger, when you are doing other things, they may bend here and there and they may break apart, because a dead thing becomes hard, brittle. It breaks apart.
Who is it?
As more and more it grows, the farther part becomes brittle and it will break apart eventually. I'm thinking like that. It can happen. But the nail which is very close to the finger, that may be harder, that may not be break apart. But it's too big and it is far away, it may break apart.
Okay, very difficult to understand. Really difficult.
But see, one is difficult to understand, but the thing is that the life is meant for austerity, not to live comfortably. We are cutting we are doing all these things because we want to live comfortably. That is allowed for grosas.
Cleanliness is, we say the cleanliness is next to godliness. Like
See,
that.
again,
And
why are you bringing again? This is bhakti concept. Here for a Vanaprasthi, this is the sadhana.
Okay, Prabhuji.
See, now please tell me, cleanliness is next to godless. What is the Sanskrit shloka for that? What is the Sanskrit shloka for that, and in which Veda it is quoted?
Sorry, Prabhuji, I don't know.
That cleanliness is next to godless is as per the modern requirement. In today's requirement, it is required because people are unclean. 12th canto says Kalyuga means people are unclean. It has to be told like a fifth regulatory principle.
I'm sorry, Prabhuji, but even for worshipping the Lord, deity worship, we accept person that they should take bath and come, they should wear clean clothes, they should be shaving their head and all those things. So all these things are
See,
for
all those
bhakti.
things you have done, all these things you have done in the Grihastha ashram, na? As a Grihastha, you do all those things. Now you are a Vanaprasthi, you are not, you should do like this. Don't apply all the rules everywhere, same rules. There the rules are different, here the rules are different. When you are Vanaprastha, follow Vanaprastha way rules. Don't apply Grihastha rules here. In the Grihastha order, you are in the midst of all people, you need to project yourself nicely. In the Vanaprastha order, you are alone. किसके लिए दिखाना चाहते हैं आप?
Actually, certain principles we can understand, Prabhuji, like means when they are not cooking anything or they are not getting any grains or something. So the means, because for Grihastha, very large amount of time in a day goes in, collecting things and cooking and then cleaning and things like that. So if whole of that thing is taken away, then you have a lot of free time to concentrate on the Lord and do the worship. That part can be understood. But means this cleanliness.
Wait. As of now, there is no Lord here. Mostly they are meditating on Brahman only. Again, don't apply bhakti concepts here.
इतना सब करके ब्राह्मण करना है तो
नहीं, ब्राह्मण के लिए इतना करना पड़ रहा है, भगवान के लिए और कितना पड़ेगा? और वैसे सोचने का.
Yeah, and Prabhuji, I have one small doubt. Please don't laugh at me. Like ये mated
This is
hair
the
when
problem,
we
because all of you are already being devotees for many years. You try to see the Shastra objectively. Don't see it in a biased way.
yeah, maybe because we are not exposed to that part of the means that part very much. No, we are grown up in this bhakti field only, so naturally that happens.
Okay,
But
no problem.
Prabhuji, sorry, but this in mated hairs, they don't face the problem of lice or something because for
No,
years
it
they
will be
wash.
there. You have to tolerate. See again, see the point you are not getting. In Grasthashram, you are trying to make all the arrangement to be comfortably. In the Vanaprastha ashram, you have to make all the things which will be irritating you, and then you should be tolerating it.
Okay, Prabhuji.
Vanaprastha order is the training to come out of bodily consciousness. Whatever you are selling, everything is based on the bodily consciousness only. If you do all those things in the Vanaprastha order also, then better stay home only. Na? Why are you going into forest and doing all these things?
Okay, Prabhuji. Prabhupada is very merciful that he has given us the path of bhakti. Yeah.
Okay. Cheredvane dvadashabdhan.
Chare Dvani. Continue, Mataji.
Hare Mataji, continue. Sorry.
Chare Dvani Dvadashabdam. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, we can't hear you. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, we can't hear you.
Haribol.
Yeah, I think Prabhuji is offline.
He has lost the connection, Mataji.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Hare Krishna. Devotees are
Hare
able to.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Yes.
Okay, we'll
We
continue.
can hear you now.
Yeah. Cheredvane dvadashabdhan.
Chare Dvani Dvadashabdam.
Ashtau va chaturo munihi.
Ashtau Va Chaturo Muni.
Dvav ekam vayata. Sorry. Dvav ekam vayata buddhir.
Vavekam Va Yatha Buddhir.
Na vipadyeta krichrata.
Na Vipadyeta Krichyata.
Yada kalpa swakriyayam.
Yada Kalpa Swakriyayam.
Vyadibir
Vyadhibhir-jarayatva.
Anvikshikyam va vidyayam
Anvikshityam va vidyayam
Kuryad anasanadikam.
kuryat anashanadikam. Being really thoughtful, the Vanaprastha should remain in the forest for 12 years, 8 years, 4 years, 2 years, or at least 1 year. He should behave in such a way that he will not be disturbed or troubled by too much austerity. When, because of a disease or old age, one is unable to perform his prescribed duties for advancement in spiritual consciousness or study of the Vedas, he should practice fasting, not taking any food.
The sage should remain in the forest following all the above said rules for 12 years. That means the Vanapastra order maximum they should follow for 12 years. If they cannot do, at least 8 years. If they cannot do that, at least 4 years. If they cannot do that, at least 2 years. Or if they cannot do that, at least 1 year they should follow. Such that he will not be disturbed too much austerity. As you rightly said, this is too much austerity. Then at least do 1 year. Some can do 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 तक कर सकते हैं. But even though one may decide to many years, but in the meantime, one fell sick or one became old already. Because if one fell sick and one became old, then it is very difficult to follow all these austerities. Healthy person to follow all these things will be very tough. Then what to speak of a diseased person, sick person? And then if one is unable to perform his prescribed duties of Vanaprastha order and practice jnana, then he should fast. Fast until death. When he is incapable of practicing jnana during the 12 years or lesser austerity, he should fast until death. At least as of now, he was told to eat some fruits or some wild rice, making it as a roti and eat. If he becomes sick, he becomes old, then the next prescribed thing is fast until death. You said, na, this is like committing suicide. This is not committing suicide, but attaining liberation forcefully. Something like that. Now, how to fast till death? What do you mean by fast till death? So for us, fasting means not eating only. But for a Vanaprastha, fasting is not just not eating. It is much more than that. Let us see what does it mean fast till death. The verses till the end of the chapter describe the actions before fasting. So before fasting, before deciding that not eating anything and remaining wherever one is, immovable and just like घर पे bedridden, यहाँ पे forest में wherever one is there, just fall flat, whether underneath a tree or inside a gufa or outside gufa or wherever. But before that, they should do some mental preparations. Just like before going to deity worship, we should do manasa puja. We should purify mentally, physically our body and mind. Same way, they should do something before fasting. That is explained in the next verses. Atmani agnin samaropya.
Atmani agni samaropya.
Sanyasyaham mamatmatam.
Sanyasyaham mamatam.
Karaneshu nyase samyak.
Karaneshu niste samyak.
Sanghatam tu yatharhata.
Sanghatam tu yatharthatam. Translation. He should properly place the fire element in his own self and in this way give up bodily affinity, by which one thinks the body to be one's self or one's own. one should gradually merge the material body into the 5 elements: earth, water, fire, air, and sky.
Now, this is a tough thing. To hear only, it is very difficult for us. And to do it, we don't know how to do. But let us see what he is supposed to do. He should properly place the fire element in his own self. And in this way, give up bodily affinity by which one thinks the body to be oneself or one's possession. Till now, within the Gufa or within Taraj home, every day he was doing fire sacrifice. The fire should never become extinguished. The fire sacrifice should go on throughout the day. अपने आप जाता रहता है. दिन में सुबह दोपहर को शाम को कुछ बैठ के करेंगे, but rest of the time it goes on its own. But now on he cannot do fire sacrifice because he has become old or invalid, deceased. He cannot do. So now he should do fire sacrifice within the heart. It is a mental fire sacrifice. It is no more physical fire sacrifice. So place the fire element in his own self, and in this way give up bodily affinity by which one thinks the body to be oneself or one's possession. And slowly, burning the fire in the heart, burn the entire body as if body does not belong to you. Give up the possessive mentality toward the body. Thus, he should gradually merge the material body into the 5 elements as far as possible. So what is the means of burning the body? वो जहां से आया उनको वापस दे दो. It's like you have taken something, उधार में आपने कुछ ले लिया किसी और से, अभी आपका काम हो गया, अभी उसको वापस देने का अपना मास्टर को. तो हमारे शरीर के लिए हमने थोड़ा पृथ्वी को पृथ्वी से लिया, जल को जल समुद्र से लिया, और अग्नि को अग्निदेव से लिया, वायु को वायुदेव से लिया, और आकाश को आकाश से लिया. अभी हमारा समय हो गया, हम वापस जा रहे हैं. वापस जाने के पहले हमने जो लिया उनको वापस देने का. एक बार आप वापस दे दिया मतलब वो आपका नहीं. दे आर नॉट अवर्स. So what all should be given to whom? That will be explained in the next verses. So basically, as of now, this body is a borrowed body. We have borrowed from different devatas, the different elements. So they have given us those elements by which we have got this body. So we have been using it for so many years. Now we want to go somewhere else. So we need to give back whatever we have borrowed from different people to the respective masters. That will be done now. So this means this is actually conceptual. Physically, you can't give right now. Physically, it will happen on its own after you are dead. But as of now, at least mentally, conceptually, we should give them back. Once you have given them back, though it is with you, you should not use it for yourself. So like that. Till now, since time by birth, till now, in order to maintain this body, we have been eating, we have been taking bath, we have been wearing clothes, we have been doing everything. But now he has become old and invalid. He will not do all these things. That means he will no more maintain the body. He will not eat, he will not take bath, he will not do anything. That means before doing that, he already given them to their own respective masters. It is up to the masters to do whatever they want with these elements. If the master want to use them, you can use. If your master want to throw it in the go down and forget it, so that's all, he will not care. Something like that. So that is the understanding. Yatar hata means as far as suitable. He should merge the body into its causes such as ether, air, fire, like that. Now let us see how does he do that. Kekani vayo nishwasam
Kekani vayunishvasams
तेजशुष्माणम् आत्मवान्
tejah shushmanam
अप्सु अश्रुक्श्लेष्म पूयानि
ashrak shleshma puyani
क्षितौ शेषं यतोद्भवम्
chitau shesham yathodbhavam. A sober, self-realized person who has full knowledge should merge the various parts of the body in their original sources. The holes in the body are caused by the sky. The process of breathing is caused by the air. The heat of the body is caused by fire, and semen, blood, and mucus are caused by water. The hard substances like skin, muscle, bone are caused by earth. In this way, all the constituents of the body are caused by various elements, and they should be merged again into those elements.
Hmm. Our body is made up of 24 elements, and the body is controlled by 14 devatas. So, and also the 5 Panchamahabhutas are there inside the body and outside also. The bodily parts which are made up of respect to Panchamahabhutas, they should be given to respect to Panchamahabhutas. And the sensory activities are supposed to be given to respect to sense devatas. That is mentioned in the upcoming verses. He should merge the holes of the body into the ether. The 9 holes of the body are there. They should be merged into ether because they are the counterparts of ether. Breathing air into air. Whatever breathing we are doing, it is because of the air. So usko de do. The heat of the body into fire. That means in order to maintain the body, currently we are breathing. Now you want to die. So he tells, ये body आपका है, breathing आप है, आपको जो करना है करो. अब रुकना है तो रुक दो. आपको कुछ और 3-4 दिन करना है तो कर लो. ये आपका इच्छा. So like that. That breathing responsibility currently we are doing it. We are doing for ourselves. Now he is giving it to वायुदेव. अभी वायुदेव आपको ये बॉडी को मेंटेन करना है तो ब्रीथिंग करवाओ, नहीं तो बंद कर दो, मुझे कुछ प्रॉब्लम नहीं. Like that. The heat of the body into fire. The heat within the body is given to fire. Semen, blood, mucus, and urine given to water because these are all water elements in the body. The semen, blood, mucus, and urine. And then he should merge the remainder such as the skin, muscle, bone into the earth because they are the byproducts of the earth element. They are merged into their respective sources. The human gross body is made up of all these things and they have been given to their respective sources. The 9 holes of the body given to Akash, the breathing air given to Vayu, the heat given to fire, semen, blood, mucus, urine given to water, and skin, muscles, bone are given to earth. So the gross body has been given to the 5 Panchamahabhutas. Having explained merging of the gross body, now Sukadeva Goswami explained the merging of the subtle body composed of the sense objects, senses, and sense devatas into the sense devatas. So gross body ka ho gaya. Now subtle body made up of 5 Jnanendriyas, 5 Karmendriyas, and 4 Antakarnas. How they will be delivered, that will be explained now. How they will be given to their respective masters, that they respect to devatas is mentioned now. Vacham Agnau Savaktavyam
Vacham agno savaktavyam.
Indre Shilpam Karau Api
Indre shilpam karavapi.
Padani Gatya Vyase
Padani gatya vyase.
Ratyopastam Prajapatau
Ratyopastam prajapato.
Mrutyopayum Visargam Cha
Mrityupayam visargam cha.
Yatastanam Vinirdishet
Yatha sthanam vinirdishet.
Dikshu Strotram Sanadena
Dikshu shotram sanadena.
Sparshe Nadhyatmani Tvacham
Sparshe nadhyatmani tvacham.
Rupani Chakshusha
Rupani chakshusha rajan.
Jyotishi Abhiniveshayet
Jyotishi abhivinishayet.
Apsu Prachetasa Jihvam
Apsu prachetasa jivam.
Greher Granam Kshitau Nyaset.
Grehe granam shito naset.
Mataji,
Translation.
I will read, Mataji. I will read. Wait. I will
Okay.
explain and then read simultaneously.
Okay.
He should merge the objects of speech along with the voice into fire. So our khanta produces some voice, some sound vibration, but the sound vibration indicates some object. When I say, so now it is mango season, there is sound vibration. Also, there is an object called mango. The object mango, the sound vibration, both are offered into Agni. Agni is the devata of mouth. That's why they are offered to Agni. And also the craftsmanship and the two hands into Indra. The Karmendriya is known as hands and their ability to do something wonderful. The ability and both the hands, both should be given to Indra because Indra is the devata of the hands. And then the power of movement, the power of walking and the legs into the respective devata Vishnu. And then the sensual pleasure and the genitals should be offered to Prajapati Daksha. Sensual pleasure is the sense object and genital is the karmendriya. The sense object and karmendriya both are offered to respective devata. Then rectum with the ability to evacuate, they should be offered to Mrityu devata, the respective deity. Then the ears along with the sound, the ears experience. The sense object of the ears is sound. The ears and the sound should be offered to Dig Devatas. The skin and the touch, the sense object of the skin, touch, should be offered to Vayu. Then the eye and the form that we see through the eyes, they should be offered to Surya. That means from now on, this person should not see anything. एक बार आपका आइस सूर्यदेव को आप अर्पण कर लिया, अभी कुछ देखने का नहीं. एक बार you have offered your ears to Digdevatas, you should not hear anything. Once you have given your hands to Indra, you should not do anything with the hands. Once you have given your legs to Vishnu, you should not walk anymore. Once you have given your mouth to Agni, you should not speak anymore. That is the fasting. Fasting means you become voluntarily dead. These are not fasting only in terms of food. Fasting in terms of every activity that we do in relation to all the senses. It is a fasting of all the senses, not only the tongue. So it is like that. He should merge the tongue along with the taste into varuna. So अपना जीवा और रस दोनों वर्ण को देना चाहिए. And the nostril along with the khanda should be given to Ashwini Kumaras. No more smelling, no more eating. Hare Krishna. This is the meaning of complete fasting. The senses and sense objects are merged into the devatas of the senses. The senses and the corresponding sense objects both are merged into the corresponding devatas. So same thing are coming once again. So basically, Sa Nadena means the Jnani merges the ear along with the sound into the deities of the directions. Touch and skin are merged into Vayu. Eye and form are merged into Sun. Taste along with the tongue merged into Varna. Nose along with the smell merged into Ashwini Kumaras. So like that. So all these things should be done. So this is about 5 Jnanendriyas and 5 Karmendriyas. In the previous verse, the 5 Panchamabhutas are mentioned. Now in this verse, 5 Jnanendriyas, 5 Karmendriyas and 5 Tanmatras are also indicated. The what remains is 4 Antakaranas. The 4 Antakaranas are mentioned in the next verses. So unka bhi fasting hai. So what kind of fasting we should do in relation to Man, Buddhi, Ahankar, Chetana are mentioned in the next verse. So Mataji, we'll discuss the next word, then we'll take questions.
Okay, okay.
Manomanarataishchandre
मनोरथश्चन्द्रे
buddhim bodhyaikavaupare
बुद्धिं बोधैकवोपरे
karmani adhyatmana rudre
कर्माण्ये अध्यात्मना रुद्रे
yadaham mamata kriya
यदहं ममता क्रिया
satvena chittam kshetragne
सत्त्वेन चित्तं क्षेत्रज्ञे
गुणैर्वैकारikam pare
गुणे वैकारिकं परे
apsukshitim apo jyotishi
अप्सुंशिति अपो ज्योतिषी
ado vayau nabasyamum
अद्यो वायो नभस्यमुम्
कूटस्थे तच्च महति
कूटस्थे तच्च महति
तदव्यक्ते अक्षरे च तत्.
तदव्यक्ते अक्षरे च तत्.
So here,
Trans-
no, I will explain. Sukadeva
Okay,
Goswami says he should merge the mind along with the material desires into the moon god. मन के अंदर का सोच विचार everything should be offered to moon god. That means from now on the mind will not think anything. Mind becomes sabda. And then intelligence along with its objects into Lord Brahma. जो भी contemplation intelligence does, the contemplation about the things and the mind, the contemplator, both should be offered to the respective deity Brahma. Then ahankara along with material activities into Rudra. Karmani adhyatmana rudre. Whatever activities he was doing till now, they are all because of identity. I am a human being, I should do, I am a Vanaprasthi, I should do all these activities. Now that identity as a Vanaprastha and all the Vanaprastha duties are offered to Rudra. And no more Vanaprastha duties should be performed now on. Band, sab kuch band. And finally, okay, since actions are prescribed by the false identity of me and mine, we think that I am a Vanaprastha, I should do all these things, and the sacrificial agents are all mine. Now, वो sacrificial altar, वो spoon वगैरह छोड़ दो. अभी उससे मैं वो मेरा नहीं है अभी से. I have nothing to do with them. Me and mine should be given up. I am a Vanaprastha, should be given up. These utensils are mine, that should be given up. So like that. Finally, he should merge chitta along with consciousness into Vasudeva. Satvena chittam kshetragne. Kshetrajna is the Paramatma. So one should offer the chitta along with consciousness. That means being conscious, being aware that I'm a Vanaprasthi, I'm in the forest, I'm doing all the Vanaprasthi duties. That consciousness should be given to Vasudeva, the presiding deity of chitta. Then he should merge the Jivatma along with the Devatas into the Brahman. So he already merged the gross body into Panchamahabhutas. He merged the subtle body consisting of the 14 senses into respect to Devatas. Now Jivatma is there, the 14 Devatas are there, and also Panchamahabhutas are there. So what he will do now? The 14 Devatas and the Jivatma, all the 15, they should be merged into Brahman. Because they want to attain Sayujya Mukti na, so they should be sent to Brahman first of all. ये ब्रह्मन ये आपसे आया आप ले लो आपका जो भी वस्तु है आप ले लो. Then he should merge the earth element into water, water element into fire, because in the creation earth came from water. So offer the earth element into water, offer the water into fire, offer fire into air, air into ether, and ether into ahankara, because ether came from ahankara. So offer into the respect to source. Then he should merge the ahankara into mahatattva, because ahankara came from mahatattva. Then he should merge the mahatattva into pradhana, because our mahatattva came from pradhana. and then merge Pradhana into Paramatma, because Pradhana came from Mahavishnu. So whatever happened during the creation, do it in the opposite way. So on one side, with the 14 Devatas and along with Jivatma, you already merged them into Brahman. On the other side, the gross element, earth into water, water into fire, fire into air, air into ether, ether into Ahankara, Ahankara into Mahattatva, Mahattatva into Pradhana, Pradhana into Mahavishnu or Paramatma. So they came from where they came, they are given to that. That means, though this person is still lying there, he already given himself to Brahman. That means, I don't belong to myself. My dear Brahman, I belong to you. Now onwards. It's only matter of time that I will die and I will fully, as of now, conceptually I belong to you, but physically I will enter into you in no time, in maybe couple of 3 more days. When this body physically dead, I will come to you. As of now, virtually I've already given myself to you. I have nothing to do in this world. That is the understanding. He merges the mind along with all the material desires into moon god, intelligence along with its objects into Brahma, false ego along with material activities into Rudra, and Chitta along with consciousness into Vasudeva. The 4 Antakaranas emerged. Then he merges the Jivatma along with the 14 Devatas, 5 Jnanendriya Devatas, 5 Karmendriya Devatas, 4 Antakarana Devatas into the Brahman. The Devatas, except for Vasudeva, are products of Guna, product of the 3 gunas of Mayadevi. Thus, Vasudeva does not merge into Brahman. Though we may say 14 Devatas, of the 14 only 13 are merged, because Vasudeva is the Supreme Lord. We cannot merge him into Brahman. So in that way, he should be excluded. How does the non-dual Brahman exist? Since earth and other material elements still exist. तो अर्थ के बारे में हमको पता है, अर्थ हमारे सामने दिखते गए देते हैं, पर ब्रह्मन क्या होता है? That could be the question. These will also be merged. Thus, earth merges into water, water merges into fire, fire merges into air, air merges into ether, ether into Ahankara, Ahankara into Mahatattva, Mahankatattva into Pradhana, and Pradhana into Paramatma. So when somebody may say that अभी पंचमहाभूत तो है, अब ब्रह्मन के बारे में बात कर रहे हैं, नो सुनो, पंचमहाभूत भी they will also enter into the same Brahman, which is called as Paramatma as of now. But there is no distinction between Brahman and Paramatma. Brahman is same Mahavishnu only, Paramatma is also same Mahavishnu only. So ultimately the Jivatma also enter into there, and all the elements corresponding to the Jivatma, they also enter into that particular Paramatma only. So in that way, the whole concept has been indicated. After offering everything to their respective source, finally into Paramatma Mahavishnu, and offering oneself to Brahman, this person will be lying on the ground. Without speaking, without hearing, without seeing, without thinking, without analyzing, and without be thinking that he is a Vanaprasthi in the forest and all, he is simply lying dead already. So in 2-3 days more, the breathing is happening on its own only. In 2-3 days more, 2-3 days later, he will die physically. This is how they should give the body. Here, giving the Jivatma into Brahman means having that intense desire that I want to attain Brahman, I want to attain Brahma Sayujya. That's why he has given his own Jivatma into Brahman. And eventually, after the physical death, he will attain Brahman. Otherwise, he has to give his Jivatma to Vaikuntha. They will obtain Salokya or Sarishti Mukti. So in that case, the Pare should be translated as Vaikuntha. Because the desire is to attain Vaikuntha, then it becomes Vaikuntha. If the desire is to attain Brahman, the Pare means Brahman. So like that we have to understand. And the last verse of this chapter and last verse of this today, we'll read this and then we'll take all the questions. iti aksharatatmanam
Iti aksharatayatmanam
chinmatram avasheshitam
Matram avasheshitam
ज्ञात्वाद्वयोत विरमेत्
Jnatva dvayotha virame
दग्धयोनिरिवाणला.
Dagdhayo nirvanana. When all
Understanding the, I will read. Understanding the soul or Atma, which is pure consciousness and which remains after merging all the elements to be indestructible and beyond material duality, he gives up material existence like fire whose wood has been burned away. That means in 2-3 days later, he will have physical death. But he knows the physical death is only for the physical body, gross and subtle, not to the Jivatma. Jivatma is eternal and is going to remain eternal in the Brahman after attaining Sahajya Mukti. That means he will become an eternal entity in Sahajya platform in Brahmajyoti and his physical body has been given up. This is the last verse. If a person becomes Vanaprasthi, want to attain liberation, and initially for 12 years he should practice all the prescribed duties. If before 12 years gets completed, if he becomes old and invalid, deceased, then he should fast until death. The fasting is not only the fasting from food, fasting from all the senses, and offer himself into pare. If you want to attain Sahajya Mukti to Brahman, if you want to attain Vaikuntha Mukti, Kalokya or Sarishti to Vaikuntha. Hare Krishna. Yes, Mataji, you have some questions?
Yes, Prabhuji, like here we are seeing now, Prabhuji, like after he merges all these things into one another, means to the respective devatas and things like that. 3-4 days later, or in due course of time, his physical body actually he will leave the body like that. So it means what it means by merging, Prabhuji, like merging particular water element into the water to the
See,
water.
simple. You have been living in a home and you have all the household paraphernalia. But you have bought them, you have borrowed them from someone. Some of the items you borrowed from your mother, some of the items you borrowed from your brother, some of the items you borrowed from your sister, some of the items you borrowed from your neighbor. But somehow or other, you got a call that you should go to America today. And you call everyone telling that, so I'm going to America, please take your belongings, whatever are there with me. They are still in your home only. But you are telling them, आपका सामान आके ले लीजिए. And you left. वो लोग आके अपना अपना सामान लेके जाएगा.
Oh, okay, that way. Okay. Very nice analogy. Prabhuji, like about Dhritarashtra, when we hear na that he set the fire in his body and then that is how he left the body. So that is actually making the fire element in the body active and then merging the whole body into it. Is it like that?
Yeah, it could be like that. Sati increased the fire element. Dhritarashtra might have really burnt, created a fire, external fire also. That can be, both can be possible because there are mistakes they can do. So there, he did not wait for the death to come on its own. Instead, he induced the death. But here we are discussing this person will wait for natural death. But till then, it is also inducing, but in an organic way. Not eating, slowly it will happen. If you don't eat, you may still sustain your body for at least 1 week. But Dhritarashtra want to burn it immediately, instantly. He burnt it instantly by creating fire.
Okay.
So that is again that is forceful death.
That's what means it and only one element of body was made very active, not that fire element.
No. See, that active is that is external process of giving up the body. He already given up all the elements to respect to. So he told already. See, you are going to America, but he is not. He is burning himself. And before burning, he is telling, आप लोग आके आपका सामान लेके जाइए.
Okay.
Like that.
And Prabhuji, like a normal person who leaves the body, who is not yogi or who doesn't undergo all these processes, still in a way, like after death, all the elements will merge into those elements only now.
See, there you are
Yeah.
not giving, you are leaving them behind. They'll come and collect and they will take. But here you are telling them, you are requesting them, please come and take. I am leaving. Here you know you are leaving. There they don't want to leave.
Okay, so there is an element of gratitude that till now you have given me to use. Now please take it back now.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Yeah, understood. Thank you.
Other devotees have any questions?
No, Prabhuji, thank you.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Did all of you enjoy the description here?
Prabhuji, it was
Not
very,
at
very
all.
austere. Cannot imagine doing all these things.
See, on the
We're
other
grateful
side,
to
to practice
Prabhupada.
jnana is so tough. So we may think that, oh, we are devotees, we may jump in the air. But that does not mean that. So bhakti means, bhakti is not like jumping in the air. Instead, in bhakti also, we should do some part of austerities. As of now, we are not doing, but somehow or other, some one day we should do some of these austerities also. See, they are doing physically, at least we should do mentally. Physically, they are doing some sadhana, very rigid sadhana, to get out of bodily consciousness. And we, when we become Krishna conscious, we give up bodily consciousness. So, but to become Krishna conscious is not so easy. For that, we need to do whatever is required. Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji, at our level, we can only strictly follow the 4 regulative principles, do the fasting goodly. Beyond that, what I don't know what we can do beyond this. Nothing like none of these things which are mentioned here are possible for at least for modern
At least
generation people.
we should feel regret that I'm sorry, I'm not able to do.
On the
So like that.
Prabhuji, we are thinking that, oh my God, thank God we are in Kali Yuga.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. I have one thing to say, like about what you said, now that thank God we don't have to follow all this. But like we are not on that path now, Prabhuji. Like we are not on the path of jnana. We are in the bhakti
See,
path.
I will not say that thank God we don't have to follow. I never said like that. I'm saying in a way, actually what they are doing is easy compared to what we are supposed to do. I said, nah. For them, they are voluntarily, forcefully trying to come out of bodily consciousness. And for us, we have to come to Krishna consciousness. Then we can give a bodily consciousness. But coming to Krishna consciousness is more tougher than this, what they are doing.
Yes.
We may think, oh, it is easy. We can हम chanting करते, dancing करेंगे, ये करेंगे, क्या पिज्जा पास्ता खाएंगे और गुलाब जामुन खाएंगे, हम ऐसे सोचेंगे. नहीं. We are actually increasing by eating all these things. We are increasing more and more bodily consciousness.
Yes. And actually, yeah. Please continue.
And I am not saying that we should not eat. So we should eat. We should be eating Mahaprasad, all these things. But as time progresses, as of now, we are eating to enjoy Mahaprasad. As time progresses, we should eat Mahaprasad to honor Mahaprasad. As time progresses further, we should eat Prasadam just to maintain the body and soul together.
Yes, okay.
Like that.
Very important. Means all these discussions really help, Prabhuji, that what we should be doing in the future or what direction we should walk as a devotee also. So it is really very helpful. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. So we'll stop here. Sorry for the disturbances. Internet issue was there. So I connected to mobile data, so now it is working fine. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you.
Thank you
Hare
very much.
Krishna. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji, for joining. Hare Krishna. Thank you. Thank you,
Hare
all of
Krishna.
you, for
Thank you,
joining.
Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.